Good morning, students all. In the last class we discussed about the parameters of a vertically projected body. What is the maximum height? What are the formulas for the time of ascent, time of descent, time of flight? Everything we discussed. We came to the end of this lesson. Last topic will be graphs. How many types of graphs will be there and what are the uses of that graphs we'll discuss in this class. So displacement time graphs will be there, velocity time graphs will be there, acceleration time graphs will be there. So while drawing the graph, generally independent quantity will be taken on the x-axis, dependent quantity will be taken on the y-axis. So displacement we will take on the y-axis, time is independent, that we will take on the x-axis. Like that graphs will be there. First of all, displacement time graph, displacement time graph. Okay, what you have to remember, independent quantity will taken on the x-axis, dependent quantity will taken on the y-axis, that you have to remember. Okay, so how we will define this one? If a graph is drawn, if a graph is drawn by taking displacement values on y-axis and time values on x-axis, comma, the graph is called displacement time graph. The point is clear. By taking displacement values on the y-axis, time values on the x-axis, if we draw a graph, that graph will be called as the displacement time graph. Clear? For different situations, this displacement time graphs will be different. On that, 1 mark questions will be there. Let us see how the questions will be there. So, next side heading, types of displacement, or you do like this, displacement time graph for different situations. In different situations, how the displacement time graph will be there. First one, body is at rest. We are considering a body, that body is at rest. Then for that body, if we draw the displacement time graph, its position is not changing with time. Clear? Position of the body is not changing with time. So displacement time graph for that will be in this manner. If the graph is displacement time graph, is a straight line parallel to x-axis, then we can say that body is at rest. Point is clear? Next, body is moving with uniform velocity. Body is moving with uniform velocity. Graph shape will be like this. In this way, if the shape of the graph is there, displacement time graph, we can say body is moving with uniform velocity. Clear? Now, for body moving with uniform acceleration. For body moving with uniform acceleration, shape of the graph will be in this manner. It will be like this. Okay? For body moving with uniform retardation, shape of displacement time graph will be in this manner. Clear? For body moving with uniform retardation, if we draw a graph between displacement and time, shape of the graph will be like this. It is uniform acceleration, shape of the graph will be like this. Clear? Next, for vertically projected body. For vertically projected body, if we draw the graph, that graph shape will be in this format. Okay, like this. In different situations, displacement time graph shape will be different. So what is the shape of displacement time graph when for vertically projected body? So it will be in the form of parabola, like that. Depending on the situation, we had to answer that. Or draw the graph, draw the displacement time graph for vertically projected body means in this format. What are the uses of this displacement time graph? What are the uses? What is the use of this? So, uses of displacement time graph. Okay. The slope of displacement time graph, the slope of displacement time graph at any point gives instantaneous velocity. What is instantaneous velocity means? Velocity of a body at a particular instant of time, that is called instantaneous velocity. Velocity of a body at a particular instant of time is called instantaneous velocity. So if you take the speedometer of any vehicle, the reading shown in the speedometer will be nothing but instantaneous velocity of that vehicle. At that moment, what is the speed of that vehicle? That is represented by instantaneous velocity. If the point is clear, next. The slope of displacement time graph. The slope of displacement time graph between 2 points gives the average velocity. Slope of displacement time graph between 2 points, that will gives the average velocity. At any point, if you draw the graph, that will gives the instantaneous velocity. The point is clear. Next, velocity time graph. Next, pause the video and note down all of you, make it as a notes all of you. Next, velocity time graph. How to write this one, how to define this one? If a graph is drawn by taking velocity values on the y-axis and time values on the x-axis, the graph is called velocity time graph. If a graph is drawn by taking velocity values on y-axis and time values on x-axis, the graph is called velocity time graph. By taking velocity values on the y-axis, displacement time values on the x-axis, if we draw a graph, that graph will be called as the velocity time graph. Next side heading, velocity time graph in different situations. Velocity time graph in different situations. So here what will happen, see, a body is at rest, then draw the velocity time graph for that instant, means this will be like this. Here velocity will be there, here time will be there, graph is also like this. Velocity is 0. So velocity time graph for a body is at rest. Shape of the graph will be along the time axis. Next, if you draw a body moving with uniform velocity, For this body, if we draw the velocity time graph, here time will be there, here velocity will be there, and the graph shape will be like this. It is a straight line parallel to time axis. Okay, next. Third one, a body moving with uniform acceleration and its initial velocity is 0. Body is moving with uniform acceleration and its initial velocity is 0. In that case, velocity time graph will be, it is a straight line passing through the origin. Like this, graph shape will be there. Point is clear? Body is moving with uniform acceleration with its initial velocity is 0. In that case, velocity time graph will be in that manner. Now, if the velocity is not 0 and a body is moving with uniform acceleration and it had initial velocity, already it is having some initial velocity, then it starts moving with uniform acceleration. In that case, velocity time graph will be in this manner. Point is clear? Initial velocity is 0. It is a straight line passing through the origin. If initial velocity is not 0, then graph shape will be like this. Clear? Next, body moving with uniform retardation. Body moving with uniform retardation. Then velocity time graph in that case will be in this format. Okay, the shape of this graph is representing body is moving with uniform retardation. Next, for vertically projected body, for vertically projected body, graph shape will be in this format. This is positive y-axis, this will be negative y-axis. Shape of the graph will be in this format for vertically projected body. Understanding? In this manner, velocity time graphs will be there. Okay. What are the uses of the velocity time graphs? What are the uses of velocity time graph? Clear? Okay. What are that uses means? The slope of tangent at any point, the slope of tangent at any point gives instantaneous acceleration. The slope of tangent at any point gives instantaneous acceleration. Clear? Next. The slope of tangent. What is meant by instantaneous acceleration? Acceleration at any particular instant of time, that is called instantaneous acceleration. Clear? The slope of tangent between 2 points gives average acceleration. In the previous, what we got? Slope of tangent at any point gives instantaneous velocity in a displacement time graph. Here it will be instantaneous acceleration. There it will be average velocity. Here it will be average acceleration. Next, third one. The area of graph gives displacement. The area of graph will give displacement. So these are the uses of velocity time graphs. Clear? Next. Next, after finishing of this, acceleration time graphs. So how it will be there, tell me? If a graph is drawn by taking acceleration values on the y-axis, time values on the x-axis, the graph is called acceleration time graph. If a graph is drawn by taking acceleration values on y-axis and time values on x-axis, the graph is called acceleration time graph. Simple only. Like this we will define the acceleration time graph. Now, how many acceleration time graphs will be? Very few only. How the graph shapes will be there for acceleration time graph? See, acceleration time graph, acceleration time graph in different situations. Clear? Then how the graph shape will be there? See, for a body moving with uniform acceleration, for a body moving with uniform acceleration, this graph shape will be like this. Here acceleration values we had to take, here we had to take the time values. The graph between acceleration and time will be like this. Next, for a body moving with non-uniform acceleration, for this shape of the graph will be like this. If the shape of the graph is not in the uniform manner, then we can say that body is moving with non-uniform acceleration. Clear? So, what are the uses of these graphs? Let us see. Uses of acceleration time graph. Clear? The slope of acceleration time graph. The slope of acceleration time graph, or the slope of the tangent, or write like this. The slope of the tangent at any point, the slope of the tangent at any point gives jerk. So acceleration by time will be called as the jerk. So the slope of the tangent at any point gives jerk, or instantaneous jerk. Instantaneous jerk. Clear? Next, second one, the area of AT graph gives change in velocity. Area of acceleration time graph, that will gives the change in velocity. Okay, these are the uses of acceleration time graph. Next topic will be how to derive the equations of motion using this velocity time graph.